All right, guys, welcome back to Cheatham Street Relics. So today, or this evening, it's March. Why I always say March? It's April the 17th. April the 17th. We're up here just off of Interstate 40 here at the 108 Parkers Crossroads exit. I like to come up here sometimes in the evening or maybe early in the morning. It's a nice, peaceful place. But this is Parkers Crossroads was a site of a battle back in the Civil War, and so they have a lot of Civil War sites up here and markers and trails and stuff like that. So I actually got the old '88 GT out. There I am. Hello. I got the old '88 Ranger GT out today. Earlier this week, I got the '89 GT out and drove it up here. And from where I live, it's about round trip. It's about 60 miles round trip. So I like to get them out and drive them every once in a while. And I've said before in videos, I really need to start just keeping them a lot more local to the house. 60 miles is not that far, but you know, guys, I did a little video on this the other night. I drove the '89 up here and tooled around a little bit. I usually stop up here at the Fast Stop, which is right here, and get me a cup of coffee, and then just kind of relax for an hour or two. Uh, but I brought the '89 up here, the GT Ranger, and the engine had a little tick in it. I believe it was like a lifter tap that was kind of intermittent, come and go. And when I got home, I noticed a drip, drip, drip on the driveway, and wound up being I think transmission fluid. So I'm going to have to get that looked at. You know, these old trucks are just seem like they're fixed and repair daily. That's what Ford stands for, fix or repair daily. But I've got a Dodge Ram and a Buick, so I can't say anything about Ford. I've had some good Fords. Never really had any type of vehicle I would say was just bad. But anyway, guys, when you got these old trucks, you constantly seem like they need something done to them. You know, so I'm 30 miles into my little 60-mile round trip run this evening, and so far the old truck's doing good. Now this truck sometimes is a little bit hard crank. I don't know why it is hard start. It wants to turn over a little extra before it starts. It's always been that way, so that kind of worries me too. Someday that I don't want to get off too far and be wind up being on these old feet here. But anyway, guys, let me grab my coffee and we'll just walk up here and show you just a little bit of this this Civil War Parkers Crossroads tour stop. It's a walking tour. I'm definitely not going to walk all the way around it. It's got a walking trail, paved walking trail. If you're into exercise and stuff, this would be a cool place to come up here and do it. Exit 108 Parkers Crossroads, Tennessee. But just get you a little bit of this. I'm sorry for the shakiness of the camera. Again, it's just a walking tour, or one of the stops. There's several stops on this tour. They've also got a veterans cemetery not too far from here as well. This is one of the battlefield walking tours, as you can see there. It's got a little map here that shows you about it. Some information on Parkers Crossroads. There's a brochure, the Battle of Parkers Crossroads, Tennessee. You can pick up a brochure while you're here. I'm up here quite a bit, so I'm not going to get one. These little cannons are all spread out around here all over the place. Way over there, closer to the interstate's another little cannon. They've got those set up just all over the place. There you see it. Some information about Nathan Bedford Forest. There's actually Nathan Bedford Forest State Park, not too far from where I live, over in Benton County, Tennessee, which I live in Carroll County, but that's not too far. There you see, again, the other side of that sign, Nathan Bedford Forest, July 13th, 1821 to October 29th, 1877. And like I said, guys, you got some little seats out here if you want to come sit and have a little rest. It's just a nice, peaceful place. There's nobody out here right now, but you can see it's got a large parking lot, so they can accommodate several people. But I was up here the other day, and there was one guy up here, I think, had Ohio plates or something like that. So just telling you, they don't want any motorized vehicles on the trail. Bicycles are welcome. So see, metal detecting and digging at the battlefield is prohibited by state law. So a lot of people ask that question, can you metal detect? And that right there tells you that no, you cannot here at this particular location. And there's the, around there would be the overview sign. So this property is protected under state ownership. No metal detecting, no digging, no construction, or no artifact removal. So there's your answer to that. I think a lot of people probably already knew that. No unleashed dogs. There's a lot of no's. A lot of stuff you cannot do here. But there's part of the trail. As you see, it goes way down there and it circles back around. And here's some restroom facilities here. Looks real nice. Got a water fountain out there. I've never used it. Haven't tried it. Let's look at this little placard here and see what this is. This is Lieutenant Alonzo Napier. So a lot of these little plaques around here talking about different people who fought, I guess, in the battle of Parkers Crossroads here. We'll take a look at this log cabin real quick, and then I'm not going to walk around. There's a cool horse-drawn wagon there. Look at the big old wheels on that thing. That's pretty cool. Take a look at it real quick. A little marker over there. Several markers along through this trail if you have time to stop and read them. Manning the guns. Look at that old wagon. And you can walk up and look at this stuff, guys. It's not fenced off or anything. It's pretty cool. Nice. And we'll take a look at this log cabin over here, and then I'm going to cut the video and get in the GT and head back to the house. I stopped up here at the fast stop, get me some coffee a while ago, and there was a young man in a nice looking red Dodge Ram. I don't know if they're Dodge Rams or just Rams now, but either way, it's a nice red Ram truck. And when I drove by in the 89 GT, he gave me a head nod and a thumbs up. So I'm glad to see some younger person that can still appreciate those old trucks. This is McPeake cabin, and there's all the information on it. Some old photos of how it looked. I guess when there's them working on it, and there's, I guess, the Robert Carroll McPeake family. Of course, that tells all about it. And there's the cabin. We'll walk up here and take a closer look, and then I'm gonna, like I said, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Nice little flower garden over there. And again, if you come up here, guys, there's so many of these placards, history markers to stop and read. Be interesting. And one of these days, I'm gonna do that. I'll get up here and do a walkthrough. We watch for bees and wasps and stuff, but it's a pretty cool old log cabin here. You got one door open. I actually walked through this the other day. That old pew. I don't know if I trust sitting on that thing or not. Very dark in here. Not much in here. Garbage can. A bench over here. I keep wondering if anybody ever sleeps in here, camps out in here or anything. And it just goes right back around to the breezeway here. And this side over here, I checked it the other day, it's locked up. So, and then on to the, I guess what you call the back porch area. It's an old rustic cabin. There's a wheelchair or handicap accessible ramp over there. Another log structure out there. I'm not sure. It's like a little shed or whatever with some lean-tos. And there's a bench out there if I guess if somebody wanted to go out there and sit. Walk around this way, maybe we can see that flower garden a little closer. So here's the handicap accessible ramp that you can get up here if you're handicapped or in a wheelchair or whatever. There's a little flower garden. Looks like they got something planted or tilled up there. I don't know. I'd have to go over there and read that. I'm not going to do that right now. Yeah, there's your handicap ramp. It's got old red brick walkway. It goes back around to the front of the cabin here, guys. So, like I said, it's as you can see, as long as we've been here, nobody else has pulled up out here. Most of the time when I come up here, this is kind of how it is. Just a nice, tranquil, peaceful area out here. And so if you're in the area, check it out. Exit 108 off of I-40, almost right between Memphis and Nashville. Maybe a little bit closer to Nashville than it is to Memphis. But all right, guys, we'll catch you on the next video.